Alright guys, check it out, the Bolt Bee, and we are going to go FPV with it just through the screen. We're going to be using a OTG 5.8 gigahertz receiver, the EACHINE one that'll go right to the cell phone. So this is a time flight, and we'll show you from the eye. Alright guys, so this is direct from the FPV camera. It is being recorded on my cell phone with the OTG EACHINE 5.8 gigahertz receiver. So this is the type of quality that you can expect by using that type of setup. But more so, this isn't really about the EACHINE OTG receiver. I have videos on that. This is more about the flight time of this drone. Just the way that I'm flying it in this room, it's really not impressive. I'm doing it line of sight. I could have threw goggles on when we could have did a more impressive flight, gone tighter circles and whatnot. But the whole purpose of this is, one, we've been flying EACHINE 010. We've been flying the 011, which is one with upgraded motors. And we aren't getting great flight times. We're getting 3 minutes, three and a half minutes tops, and 4 minutes to over exaggerate on it. I got 3 minutes with this. I got 3 minutes actually flying it with FPV goggles on it with a 500 milliamp an hour battery underneath it. And right now we're using a 220 milliamp an hour battery underneath it with the same camera. We don't have a rubber band on it. We actually have a two-sided like 3M tape holding everything together. So we've decreased weight. We're using an ideal battery. We could even drop it to 150 milliamp an hour. And I want to see what type of flight time we're getting, because with a 500 milliamp an hour battery, we got a solid 3-minute flight, which is epic because the smaller whoops, that's what they're about seeing. And I mean, that's not with the external battery, that's with the camera hardwired to the board. If you take a look to the right in that filing cabinet, we'll pass by there again, there's a bunch of whoops over there. And that's what I'm talking about, the small 010 clones with the cameras on them, the 011 that I modded a camera on top of it. They're not getting great flight time. They're great flyers, don't get me wrong, and if you got tons of batteries, it really doesn't matter then, does it? As long as you allow for cool time, then cool down time, that way you don't blow your motors from overheating them. But I need a little bit more flight time. I need a little bit more flight time that when I decide to go to a set area, I'm going to get some type of flight time. I'm going to be able to practice without constantly having to change and wait for motors to cool down and whatnot. And right now we're getting close to the 3-minute mark. We're getting close to the 3-minute mark as far as this video goes. I will tell you right now, we'll be kind of the guy that unveils the ending here. We saw 6 minutes. If you don't want to watch the rest of it, you don't got to watch the rest of it. I know time's valuable, but if you want to watch the rest of it, by all means. We start to speed up the flight and whatnot in here. As you can see, I'm getting closer to things. I'm kind of looping around that stack of boxes as I get time, as I get the chance to, not as I get time. But this is line of sight. I'm not flying with FPV goggles. We got a solid 6-minute and change flight with this setup. Drop 150 milliamp an hour battery on it, which is a little bit smaller than the 220 milliamp. We might see 7 minutes, but 6 minutes is solid. My DIY drone is getting about that. It's getting about 6 to 8 minute flight time depending on how I fly it, and that's the camera's actually wired into the board via a port and actually drawing from the battery, and we're using I believe it's like a 4 and change or a 500 milliamp an hour long battery on that. But we don't have two different batteries. On this we have two different batteries because I don't want to wire onto the board, because I like the box that this comes in, and I'd like to be able to just pull everything apart, put it back in a box, and go with it if I have to. And then whenever I get where I'm gonna get, double-sided tape, cut place, put the battery on, put the camera on, and we're good to go. And this actually, the battery can stay underneath it, the camera just has to come off for it to go back in that box. So guys, if you're looking for an upgraded whoop, this thing's set to do 32 mile an hour. I got it in the lowest speed setting right now. And in a closed environment like this, lowest speed setting offers a little bit of speed. We don't want to be doing 32 mile an hour in this room already, although I've already done it by line of sight. And it's a burner, guys. This is the Holy Stone Bolt Bee. Link will be at the bottom if you want to check it out. It is very fairly priced for what you get. I believe it's 40 and change. You get it Prime on Amazon. So at that juncture, 40 and change, I think is fair for this, for a drone that you can DIY, do yourself, 5.8 gigahertz, and it's going to get this type of flight time. You also got Holy Stone on your back. Holy Stone is notorious for customer service, and you get a quality drone, man. You really get a quality drone. I look at my videos. If you want to see what's holding my interest, what I'm really liking, look at my videos and see what I've done many videos on. This is one of those drones that I've done many videos on already, and it's worked out well. Guys, I'm J Drone. If you haven't subscribed, as you can see, there's lights blinking. Please subscribe. And if you want to hit that like button, smash the like button. And the lights blinking means low battery. We're just going to bring it down. We're not going to wait for it to kill itself on the motors. So we're going to lightly bring it down here and actually lightly crash. Later.